Hello children, today we're going to read Peppa and Susie's argument from the Peppa Pig incredible 50 book collection. Now I'm reading 50 Peppa Pig books, and so please subscribe to my channel, follow me and listen to me read aloud all these Peppa and George and the family books. It's amazing. So today we're going to read Peppa and Susie's argument. Shall we begin? Peppa and her best friend Susie Sheep are playing Snap. Bah, I win again, says Susie. Peppa isn't happy. You cheated, she shouts. You looked at the card. I did not, cries Susie Sheep. I don't want to play with you anymore, says Peppa. I don't want to play with you anymore, says Susie. Peppa and Susie have had an argument. They are not best friends anymore. Mummy Sheep arrives to take Susie home. Peppa say goodbye to Susie, says Mummy Pig. I'm not talking to her, says Peppa. I am not talking to her, says Susie. I'm sure they'll make up. They are best friends really, says Mummy Pig. We are not best friends anymore, says Peppa. The next day is lovely and sunny. All the children are at the playground. Everyone is playing with their best friend. Everyone except Peppa and Susie. Susie is on the swings on her own. She feels sad. Peppa is playing mini golf on her own. She feels sad. Emily Elephant comes over. Please, can I have a go? Asks Emily. Yes, says Peppa. You can be my best friend. But my best friend is Candy Cat, says Emily. Susie watches Zoe Zebra play on the slide. Zoe, if you want, you can be my best friend, says Susie. But my best friend is Rebecca Rabbit, says Zoe. Zoe and Rebecca skip off together. Susie is alone again. Then Peppa and Susie see each other. Hello, Susie, says Peppa. Hello, Peppa, says Susie. I think it's time you two made up, says Daddy Pig. Only if Susie says sorry first, says Peppa. Only if Peppa says sorry first, says Susie. I'll count to 3 and you can both say sorry at the same time, suggests Daddy Pig. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, says Peppa and Susie together. Now you can be best friends again, says Daddy Pig. Susie, let's play mini golf, says Peppa. Good idea, says Susie. Peppa goes first. Her ball stops near the hole. Susie goes next. Her ball knocks Peppa's ball into the hole. I win, says Peppa. No, I win, says Susie. But my ball knocked it in, so I win, says Susie. Peppa and Susie are having an argument again. Ho ho, you two are just the same, says Daddy Pig. Peppa and Susie laugh too. They realise he is right. That's why Susie is my best friend in the whole world, says Peppa. And Peppa is my best friend in the whole world, says Susie. Everyone is happy that Peppa and Susie are friends again. The end. Hope you enjoyed Peppa and Susie's argument. We're going to be reading more Peppa Pig books from our 50 book incredible Peppa Pig collection. So please subscribe to my channel, follow me and listen to me reading and watch all the books in the collection from Peppa Pig. Bye-bye for now. Hi children. Today we're going to read The Fire Engine. This book is from Peppa Pig's the incredible 50 book collection that I'm currently reading. I'm reading 1 or 2 books every single day on my channel. So please do subscribe to my channel and follow me, where I'll be reading so many Peppa Pig books. You'll have one every day at the very least. So please subscribe now. So shall we begin? The Fire Engine. Mummy Pig is going to the Mummy's fire engine practice. It's just a good excuse for a cup of tea and a chat, says Daddy Pig. I'm meeting with the Daddy's football team and having a barbecue. That's just a lot of grown-up boys kicking a football around, says Mummy Pig. Mummy, can we see the fire engine? Asks Peppa. Hee hee, fire engine, says George. Yes, Peppa, I'll take you and George, says Mummy. Mummy Pig drives Peppa and George to Miss Rabbit's fire station. "Hello, Peppa and George," says Miss Rabbit. "Come and see the fire engine." "There's a ladder for climbing," says Miss Rabbit, "a hose for squirting water, and a big bell to ring." Miss Rabbit takes them into the control room to look for fires. Peppa spots a red phone and picks it up. "Peppa, that's a fire phone," says Miss Rabbit. "It's only to be used when there's a fire." Peppa puts the phone down. Suddenly the red phone rings. Miss Rabbit panics. "Fire station, where's the fire?" says Miss Rabbit. "Can I speak to Mummy Pig, please?" asks Daddy Pig. "It's an emergency. I can't find the tomato ketchup anywhere." Miss Rabbit puts the phone down. "How many fires have you actually put out, Miss Rabbit?" asks Mummy Pig. None," replies Miss Rabbit. "Not one fire, but you've got to be ready." The red phone rings again. "Hello, Daddy Pig," says Miss Rabbit. "This phone is only to be used when there's a fire," shouts Daddy Pig. "Oh dear, Daddy Pig's barbecue is on fire." "Mummy's to the rescue," says Miss Rabbit. Miss Rabbit slides down the pole to the fire engine. All the mummies slide down the pole. Peppa and George hold tight and slide down the pole too. They all get into the fire engine. Miss Rabbit puts on the siren and drives them to Peppa's house. Nee-na, nee-na, nee-na. The fire engine arrives at Peppa's house. "Stand back, daddies," shouts Miss Rabbit. Mummy Pig and Mummy Sheep hose down the barbecue. The fire is out. "Thank you for saving us, Miss Rabbit," says Daddy Pig. "No problem, it's all part of the service," says Miss Rabbit. "The mummy's fire engine service," says Mummy Pig. "And now that Miss Rabbit has kindly flooded our garden," says Daddy Pig, "we can all jump up and down in muddy puddles." "I love fire engines," says Peppa, "especially when they make muddy puddles." The end. So that was Peppa and the fire engine. Please subscribe to my channel now if you want to hear more stories from Peppa's 50-book collection. Bye-bye for now. Hi children, today we're going to read a Peppa Pig book called Grampy Rabbit's Boatyard. Shall we begin? Right. It is a lovely sunny day. Peppa, George and Granny Pig are going out with Grandpa Pig on his boat. "Ahoy there, Peppa and George," shouts Grandpa Pig. "I'll move the boat a bit nearer." "Be careful you don't hit that big stick, Grandpa," says Peppa. "That's a mooring post," replies Grandpa Pig. I won't hit it." Grandpa Pig's boat hits the post. "Grandpa, there's a big hole in your boat," cries Peppa. "Oh dear, Grandpa Pig's boat is sinking." "A captain never leaves his sinking ship," says Grandpa Pig. The boat sinks to the bottom of the river. Grandad Dog arrives on his boat. "I'm taking my boat to the boatyard today," he says. "Would you mind taking mine too?" asks Grandpa Pig. "Of course," replies Grandad Dog. "Where is your boat?" "I'm standing on it," says Grandpa Pig sadly. Grandad Dog's truck lifts the boat out of the water. "Next stop, the boatyard," says Grandad Dog. "What is a boatyard?" asks Peppa. "A boatyard is where broken boats get mended," says Granny Pig. The truck arrives at Grampy Rabbit's boatyard. "Ahoy there, me hearties," bellows Grampy Rabbit. "What happened to your boat, Grandpa Pig?" "Someone drove it into a mooring post," says Grandpa Pig. "Can you mend it?" "Of course," says Grampy Rabbit. Grampy Rabbit examines the hole in Grandpa Pig's boat. I need to find something to patch it up, says Grampy Rabbit. Grampy Rabbit collects scrap metal. He uses it to mend boats. Grampy Rabbit has a lot of scrap metal. He has used some of it to build a submarine. It fills up with water, says Grampy Rabbit. So it's very good at going down, but not as good at coming back up. Grampy Rabbit finds an old washing machine. Now this is what I've been looking for, he says. You're going to mend my boat with a bit of old washing machine? Asks Grandpa Pig. Yes, says Grampy Rabbit. Grampy Rabbit covers up the hole with the old piece of metal. There, good as new, he says. Hooray! Everyone cheers. Now we test it, says Grampy Rabbit. Everyone goes back to the river with Grandpa Pig's boat. It floats, cries Grampy Rabbit. Usually sink on the first go. Now we can go for our day on the river, says Peppa. Grampy Rabbit plays his banjo and everyone sings as the boat bobs up and down. The end. Hope you enjoyed Grampy Rabbit's Boatyard book. This is one of 50 Peppa Pig books from the incredible collection. I'll be reading more books, so subscribe to my channel where you'll find more books from the collection from Peppa Pig and from Hey Duggee. So subscribe now. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Hi everyone. Today we're going to read the Time Capsule. This is one of the 50 Peppa Pig books from the big incredible collection of Peppa Pig books. Okay, so shall we begin? Right. Peppa and her friends are at playgroup. They are making a time capsule to show people in the future how they live. We'll put special things in the box and bury it, says Madame Gazelle. Will it grow? Asks Susie Sheep. No, Susie, it will remain in the ground for many years, says Madame Gazelle. Now, children, what things should we put inside? Asks Madame Gazelle. A comic, says Peppa. Music, says Susie. A toy, says Danny Dog. A carrot, says Rebecca Rabbit. What do you think the future will be like? Asks Madame Gazelle. I think in the future I will live on the moon, says Peppa, and all my friends will come to visit. And I will fly a space rocket, adds Danny. The parents come to pick up the children. Daddy Pig, you're just in time to help us dig a hole, says Madame Gazelle. Everyone goes outside to bury the time capsule. Daddy Pig buries the time capsule. When can we dig it up? Asks Peppa. It will remain in the ground for many years, says Madame Gazelle. I can't wait that long, says Peppa impatiently. Madame Gazelle laughs. You're like your daddy when he was little. Your parents made a time capsule when they were little too, says Madame Gazelle. We buried it over there. I thought it was a much smaller tree, says Daddy Pig. The tree has grown since then, replies Madame Gazelle. Daddy Pig digs up the old time capsule. When they get back inside, it's time to open the old time capsule. Stand back, children, says Madame Gazelle. Yes, Madame Gazelle, everyone replies. What do we have here? Says Madame Gazelle. An old comic, a tin toy, music, and a very old carrot. That's mine, says Mummy Rabbit. What a good choice, Mummy, says Rebecca. And a videotape of your parents when they were little, says Madame Gazelle. Who's the little piggy in the glasses? Asks Peppa. That's Daddy Pig, replies Mummy Pig. Oh, and that's me. Hello, future, says little Daddy Pig. What a squeaky little voice you have, says Peppa, laughing. You're probably living on the moon now, says little Daddy Pig. Silly little Daddy Pig, says Peppa. Making time capsules is a lot of fun, but finding them is even better. The end. Hope you enjoyed that. If you want to hear me read more big books from Peppa Pig, then follow me, subscribe to my channel, where I'll be reading 50 books from the Peppa Pig collection. It's the incredible Peppa Pig collection with 50 amazing Peppa Pig books. There's so many. So follow me now and look forward to reading more books to you soon. Bye-bye. Hi children. Today we're going to read Peppa Pig, the Library. This book is from the Peppa Pig incredible collection where there are 50 books inside. So we're going to start with this one, the library. Shall we begin? Such a nice book. It is time for Peppa and George to go to bed. I'm not sleepy, says Peppa. Please, can we have a story? Okay, says Mummy Pig. I'll read you a red monkey. Peppa sighs, but we always have that one. Peppa finds another book on her bookshelf. What's this one, she asks. It's The Wonderful World of Concrete, says Mummy Pig. I've been looking for that, says Daddy Pig. It's my library book, but I forgot to take it back. Please, can Daddy read us some of his story, asks Peppa. Concrete is a construction material composed of sand, water and chemical admixtures. Daddy Pig reads. When Daddy Pig looks up from the page, everyone has fallen asleep, including Mummy. In the morning, Peppa and her family go to the library. The library is a big building filled with books. Wow, says Peppa loudly. What a lot of books. Shh, you must be quiet in the library, whispers Daddy Pig. This is where people come to read. Miss Rabbit works in the library. Hello, Mummy Pig, says Miss Rabbit. Are you here to borrow some books? Yes, but first we have one book to return, says Mummy Pig. She hands Miss Rabbit The Wonderful World of Concrete. Miss Rabbit scans Daddy Pig's book. An alarm goes off. Daddy Pig, says Miss Rabbit, you've had this book out of the library for 10 years. Daddy, gasps Peppa. Sorry, Miss Rabbit, says Daddy Pig, going very red. Miss Rabbit, can George and I borrow a book, please, asks Peppa. Of course you can, Peppa, says Miss Rabbit. The children's section is over here. Miss Rabbit shows Peppa and George a colourful corner of the library. The library is full of exciting books for children. Peppa finds a book about fairies. George finds a book about dinosaurs. Hello, Peppa, says Danny Dog. I'm borrowing a book about football. I'm borrowing a book about nurses, says Susie Sheep. Look, Peppa, says Mummy Pig, a red monkey book. But we've read that one, says Peppa. Not this one, says Mummy Pig, opening it. Once upon a time, there was a red monkey. He jumped in a space rocket and went to the moon. Wow, read it again, cries Peppa. Can we borrow it and read it at home, says Mummy Pig. But I was going to get the one about fairies, says Peppa. You can take out 3 books if you like, says Miss Rabbit. Everyone has chosen a book to borrow from the library. Look what I've found, says Daddy Pig. Further Adventures in Concrete. You must remember to bring that one back, Daddy Pig, says Mummy Pig. I'll make sure he remembers, says Peppa. Yes, Peppa, says Daddy Pig. I'm sure you will. The end. I hope you enjoyed me reading this book, Peppa Pig and the Library. This is part of the amazing collection, the incredible Peppa Pig collection of 50 books. Join me again, where I'll be reading more from this collection of 50 Peppa Pig books. So follow me, subscribe to me, and we'll see you again when we read more of these stories. Bye-bye for now. Hi children. Today we're going to read Peppa's Treehouse. This is part of the amazing, incredible Peppa Pig collection of 50 books. So today we're going to read this one, Peppa's Treehouse. Shall we begin? Right. Peppa and her family are visiting Granny and Grandpa Pig. I'm making you a tree house, says Grandpa Pig. I just need to finish the roof. Finished, says Grandpa Pig. I've made some curtains for the window, says Granny Pig. Thank you, Grandpa. Thank you, Granny, cries Peppa. Peppa and George love their tree house. Ho, ho! Who wants to go inside first? Asks Grandpa Pig. Me, cries Peppa and George, jumping up and down. Peppa climbs up the ladder. Before I go inside the treehouse, I must take off my boots, she says. Peppa quickly kicks them off and they land on the grass. Inside the treehouse, Peppa closes the door and pulls open the curtains. I'm in my treehouse, she shouts out of the window. Hee hee. George, do you want to go inside too? Asks Daddy Pig. George nods. Knock knock. Peppa and George hear a knock at the door. Do you have any room for visitors? Asks Mummy Pig. You have to say the secret words first. They are Daddy's big tummy, whispers Peppa. Mummy Pig says the words Daddy's big tummy and goes inside. I think we should have different secret words, says Daddy Pig. Daddy Pig tries to squeeze himself in, but he gets stuck. Your tummy is too big, says Peppa. Grandpa Pig has an idea. Daddy Pig can climb in through the top, he suggests. Grandpa Pig lifts off the roof and Daddy Pig climbs inside. Then he puts the roof back on. Peppa and her family are all squashed inside. Everyone gets out apart from Peppa. Granny, I love our tree house. I don't want to ever come out, she cries. Are you sure you don't want to visit me in my house? Asks Granny Pig. No, thank you, says Peppa. In that case, Grandpa Pig and I will have to eat these homemade cookies all by ourselves, says Granny Pig, heading back to her house. Cookies, cries Peppa. She runs to Granny Pig, who has a plate of yummy cookies. If you want some, you have to say the secret words, says Granny Pig. That's easy, Daddy's big tummy, cries Peppa. Granny gives Peppa a cookie. I still think those are very silly words, says Daddy Pig, taking the cookie too. The end. Right. So, if you want to hear me read more books from the incredible Peppa Pig collection of 50 books, subscribe to my channel, follow me, and every day there will be a new Peppa Pig book that I'll be reading. Hope you enjoyed that. See you soon. Hi children. Today we're going to read Peppa Pig, Granny and Grandpa Pig's Attic. Let's begin. Peppa and George are at Granny and Grandpa Pig's house. Hello, my little ones, calls Granny Pig. Why is Granny in the roof? Asks Peppa. We're tidying the attic, says Grandpa Pig. The attic is where all things are kept. Granny and Grandpa Pig's attic is at the very top of the house. The door to the attic is in the ceiling. You climb up a ladder, Peppa. I'll send it down, says Granny Pig. The attic is dark and dusty. Granny, there are boxes everywhere, cries Peppa. They're full of old junk, says Granny Pig. Peppa and George are here to help us throw some things out, says Grandpa Pig. How about this box, says Granny Pig, pulling out a ship in a bottle. Then she pulls out another ship in a bottle. The box is full of ships in bottles. No, cries Grandpa Pig, I need them all. Well, we have to throw something out, says Granny Pig. Grandpa Pig finds a box of hats. No, not my hats, cries Granny Pig. They can't decide what to throw out. I know, says Granny Pig. We'll let Peppa and George decide. Peppa spots something on the floor. Let's throw away this old case, she says. Not that one, cry Granny and Grandpa Pig. Grandpa Pig opens the case and shows Peppa and George what's inside. It's a record player, says Grandpa Pig. Record players are used to play music, explains Granny Pig. Grandpa Pig puts a record on and music starts to play. Come on, Peppa and George, let's dance, says Grandpa Pig. Dancing in the attic is fun, cries Peppa. When Mummy Pig arrives to pick up Peppa and George, she looks around but can't find anyone. Then she hears noise coming from the top of the house. Mummy Pig climbs the ladder. There you all are, she cries. Mummy, look at this record player, says Peppa. I used to play this record when I was little, says Mummy Pig. It's called Birdie Birdie Woof Woof. I thought it had been thrown out ages ago. Everyone sings along to the record. The birds go woof and the dogs go tweet. Woof, tweet, woof, tweet, woof, woof, woof. The sheep go moo, the cows go baa, moo, baa, moo, baa, moo, moo, moo. Birdie, birdie, woof, woof is a very funny song. That was fun, says Grandpa Pig, but we were supposed to be finding things to throw out. You should keep everything, decides Peppa. Everyone agrees that's a very good idea and start laughing. Ha 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 hee hee. The end. Wasn't that a fun book? Hope you enjoyed that book. Follow me, subscribe to my channel where I'll be reading another 50 books from Peppa Pig. This is one of the 50 books part of the incredible Peppa Pig collection. So subscribe now. See you soon. Bye-bye. Hello everyone. Today we're going to read Peppa's School Project. This is part of the 50 Peppa Pig books from the incredible Peppa Pig collection. So subscribe to my channel where you'll find other books from this collection as well. All 50. Let's begin. It's the end of the day at Peppa's playgroup. For your school project, I want you to go home and make a castle, says Madame Gazelle. Use your imagination and make it big and fantastic. Can we use glitter? Asks Susie Sheep. Not too much glitter. It gets everywhere, says Madame Gazelle. The next morning, Peppa is eating breakfast. I'm doing a school project, says Peppa. I need to make a castle. Stick these yogurt pots on this cereal box, says Daddy Pig. No, Daddy, it has to be good, says Peppa. I see, replies Daddy Pig. Over at Susie's house, Susie and Mummy Sheep are looking at the computer. Are you sure Madame Gazelle told you to make a real fairy palace? Asks Mummy Sheep. Yes, says Susie, with all the little fiddly bits. Right, says Mummy Sheep. I think I'll stay at home today. Back at Peppa's house, Peppa draws a picture of the castle she wants to make. But it needs to be big enough for me to live in, says Peppa. We need to find a big cardboard box then, says Mummy Pig. Just then the doorbell rings. Ding dong. Mr. Zebra is at the door with a delivery. It's just a light bulb, says Daddy Pig, opening up the big box. Why do they use so much packaging? Shall I take the box away? Asks Mr. Zebra. No, shouts Peppa. We need it for my project. After Mr. Zebra leaves, Mummy and Daddy Pig start making Peppa's castle. Peppa calls Susie on the phone. How is your school project going? Asks Peppa. It's going very well, says Susie. Mummy Sheep puts a tower on the palace. It needs to be more pointy, Mummy, says Susie. How is your castle going? Asks Susie. It's hard work, says Peppa, but Mummy and Daddy are helping a teeny tiny bit. What do you think of this tower, Peppa? Asks Daddy Pig. It looks a bit cardboardy, says Peppa. I need to get on with my work. Goodbye, Susie. Daddy Pig has painted Peppa's castle so it doesn't look cardboardy anymore. Says Peppa. It just needs one more thing. Glitter. No, not glitter, cries Daddy Pig. The next morning, Peppa and her friends have brought their castles to playgroup. Susie's fairy palace is very glittery. Wendy Wolf's castle is very glittery. Candy Cat's castle is very glittery. Emily Elephant's castle is very glittery. My castle is made out of cardboard, box and lots of glitter, says Peppa. It's a very fine castle, says Madame Gazelle, and so sparkly. Now Madame Gazelle is very glittery. Peppa is very glittery. Even Mummy Pig is very glittery. Everyone is very glittery. Isn't it not wonderful what children can make using just their imaginations, says Madame Gazelle. And my castle is big enough for me to live in, says Peppa. Peppa loves school projects. Everyone loves school projects, especially glittery ones. The end. Now follow me, subscribe to my channel where I'll be reading more Peppa Pig books from the incredible 50 Peppa Pig book collection. Bye-bye for now. Hi everyone. Today we're going to read Peppa and George's Garden. Shall we begin? Daddy Pig is sitting in his favourite sunny spot, reading a newspaper. What a perfect day for doing nothing, says Daddy Pig. The only thing that could make it better would be a cup of tea. He goes inside the house to make one. Grandpa Pig has come to see Peppa and George. You're going to have your very own flower garden, he tells them. Peppa and George are very excited. We need a nice sunny spot to plant your seeds, says Grandpa Pig. Grandpa Pig finds a perfect sunny spot and starts to dig Peppa and George's garden. When the garden is ready, Peppa and George will plant the seeds. Oh, gasps Daddy Pig, what's going on? We're making a flower garden, says Peppa. But that's where I sit in my chair and read my newspaper, cries Daddy Pig. Flowers are more important than chairs and newspapers, says Peppa. It is time to plant the seeds. Look, Daddy, cries Peppa. Peppa has lots of flower seeds. George only has one flower seed, but it is a big one. Some birds have come to see what Peppa and George are doing. They start to eat the seeds. Shoo, shoo, calls Peppa. Leave our flower garden alone. Daddy Pig gets some water to help the seeds grow. As soon as they see Daddy Pig, the birds fly away. Daddy's scared the birds, cheers Peppa. Grandpa Pig laughs. Daddy Pig looks like a scarecrow. Peppa, George, bath time, calls Mummy. But what if the birds come back, asks Peppa. Don't worry, Peppa, I'll make sure that the birds don't eat the seeds, says Daddy Pig. The birds come back again. Luckily, Daddy Pig is there to scare them away. Shoo, shoo, naughty birds, cries Daddy Pig. Daddy Pig guards the seeds until the birds have gone to bed. He's a very good scarecrow. It is 1 week later. Peppa, George, come and have a look, calls Daddy Pig. The seeds have grown, says Peppa. My flowers are so pretty, and George's plant is very tall, says Daddy Pig. It's a beanstalk, cries Peppa. It goes all the way up to the giant's castle. Ho ho no, Peppa, says Daddy Pig. It's a flower, but it does go quite high. George's flower is taller than our house, says Peppa. George has grown a sunflower, explains Grandpa Pig. Sunflowers are very tall plants. Well done, George, says Grandpa Pig. And well done, Daddy, says Peppa. You were a great scarecrow. The end. Thank you for watching. If you'd like me to read more books from the Peppa Pig collection, follow my channel, where I'll be reading from the 50-book collection of Peppa's incredible collection books. Bye-bye for now.